How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, man. A lot of us learned about you when you were in junior college. Can
Yes,
you
sir.
just take us back to, your high school days and where you recruited at all coming out of high school?
Really in high school, I was like a little under recruited, you know what I'm saying? But I took the chance, like I bet on myself and went JUCO because I knew I was better than what I was. Like in high school, I was like underrated kind of. So I took the time to go to JUCO and change my life.
Front left, Chris Lee.
Hey Jordan, during your recruiting process out of JUCO, you committed elsewhere, but still decided to take a visit here. What was it about this place that decided for you to take a visit and then ultimately led you here?
Really I just didn't want to make it one-sided. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see what both schools had to offer, and I came here. I loved it. The culture is great, and I want to be a part of the standard.
Brendan?
Going back to your high school days, I think you were pretty productive in high school.
Yeah.
How did 6'7", how did you manage, I guess, to not be recruited? Why do you think people overlooked you, I guess?
Really, I would say just like the place I was in, like we were like a small 2A football school, but I mean, we won 2 state championships, but it's just like Virginia, like, it's just like a more Virginia schools, like, you really gotta be like real good for like out-of-state schools to come, you know what I'm saying? We just didn't really have that much exposure where I was from, you know what I'm saying? So it was really, yeah.
Jordan?
Hey Jordan, your commitment really picked up when you didn't know who your receiving coach here was going to be. What's your relationship like now with Coach Harris, but also what gave you the confidence to come to Florida State without knowing what your staff would end up looking like?
Really, my relationship with Coach Harris is very good. Like, you know what I'm saying? We still learn each other. Like, he's a new coach. You know what I'm saying? But really, I believe in Norvell. I believe what he has going on here. Like, it's Florida State. He knows what he's doing. He's been here for a long time. So yeah.
Matt, on your right.
What was your reaction to the JUCO ruling now having 4 years of eligibility in college? Like, you're basically a freshman now instead. What was your reaction to that, and what does that mean to you to now be able to play 4 years at the FBS level?
It meant a lot, to be honest, because JUCO is two different. It's like NJCCA and it's not NCAA. So I feel like it's great. Like, give us more time to develop more, because I mean in JUCO you get developed, but you don't really get like true development as you would at this type of level. So I believe I like it. Yeah.
Ira?
I don't know how many receiver rooms have this many tall dudes in it. Like, what's it like, getting to know these other guys that you guys have in that room, and how excited are you to play with this receiver corps?
It's great. It's great. Like, just different type of receivers in the room, and I like how Deuce is my height. He's 6'6", so he's been in college football for a pretty good amount of time. He played at USC, so I feel like I could take things from him. He could take things from me, because we're both tall ceiling receivers, and everybody we play different games than smaller receivers. So, but it's great though. And our relationship is great. Like, we do stuff you know what I'm saying? Just go get food or something. Just building a bond together so we can stay close.
Jordan?
Following up on that, Florida State in recent history has had a lot of success with taller receivers like yourself. How much did that also play a role in your recruitment to come here?
Oh, that definitely played a role in my recruitment for sure. Just the fact that somebody that tall, they invested in them, put their time in them, and they made it happen. For them to go to the NFL. So yeah.
Peter?
Jordan, when did recruiting started to blow up for you in your JUCO? And to follow up on the wide receiver question, as people, I have feel with comparing this Johnny Wilson, because he's 6'7" as well. Have you ever spoke to him, or what your thoughts being compared to him?
So the first question, Johnny Wilson. So I think being compared to him is not a bad thing, because the production he made here, it was a good production. So I believe it's not a bad comparison, but yeah, it's good. And then the JUCO started picking up when after my 3rd game. I used to talk to coaches in the spring really, but they just wanted game film. You know what I'm saying? So then after my 3rd game, it just started picking up. It was phone calls every day. So yeah.
Brendan?
In JUCO, you mentioned it was your 3rd game that you started, and that was in your 2nd year of junior college?
Yes, sir.
First year, did you not have a lot of opportunities?
Yeah, I didn't really have a lot of opportunities.
And so I wanted to ask you about your game, your style of play. I guess what's the thing you think you do best as a wide receiver? Thing that might surprise people, and then third, I guess the thing that you want to work on.
Yeah, most definitely. But for one, my game is like high ceiling, go up and get the ball, athletic. Thing that might surprise people is I'm fast. And like things I need to work on, more like break it down to my routes, really. Just like, cause I got a high ceiling, I need to get lower than what I'm supposed to, but it just come with time.
Aswan, back right.
You talk about betting on yourself, you know, what was the sort of conversation, I guess, you had with yourself, the people around you, to go all the way down to Summit, Mississippi? And what did you want to get out of that experience, and how are you able to get what you wanted out of that experience?
Really just going down there, locking in, making a sacrifice away from my family. Going down there for a year, really locking in, trying to like change my life. But it was really a chip on my shoulder because out of high school, like I said, I was like the underdog kinda. So I went down there with a chip on my shoulder, and I had to make something out of it.
Aswan.
To make that level of sacrifice and for it to not come instantly, what did you maybe learn about yourself going from year 1 to year 2 that's made you who you are now?
Really, JUCO, honestly, I'll say, really will mature you. Like, it'll definitely mature you, make you grow up faster because you don't have like the facilities or like the athletic trainers that everybody else has. Like, it'll really humble you, and it like I would never take any of this for granted. Like all this stuff, I'm blessed. Like, I'm blessed for sure.
Ira.
Are there any takeaways from your first conversations with in being around Coach Harris since you've been here? Just like, what's impressed you about him so far?
Really just how he cares about us, and like I said, like he wasn't a receiver coach, but he's really invested, and I believe he's going to do something great with this receiver room for sure.
Aswan.
Do you have a sense of whether or not the coaching staff thinks you're physically ready to contribute? Do you have a sense if you're ready to contribute at this level from the jump?
Most definitely for sure. Just with my high ceiling and like my game of play and just the dog.
Anything else for Jordan?